With t0inky TV, and I'm here to do episode number 2 of Sly and Single Again, or otherwise known as Cunning Single Lady. So both of the titles, meh, not really into it, but I am into this Korean drama because it's so cute. So we leave off with Naira looking like a very scary clown in jail because of knocking out a guy with a piece of chicken at the Pojamacha, and her husband is here to save the day. And I'm sure Naira is like super embarrassed because she's not looking at her best after how many years of separation from her ex-husband, and this is where he finds her, looking like a scary clown in jail. So Jungwoo, her ex-husband, gets some very sweet revenge on Naira because the last that he knew, she was like, get out of my life, I don't want to see you anymore, you could take your alimony and stick it where the sun don't shine because you don't have any money anyways. She basically humiliated him to the 10th degree, and so I'm sure that this was turnabout fair play, and so he was kind of sticking it to her as he was getting her out of jail, and where he was looking all handsome and very rich and posh when she looks like a scary clown. So another highlight of this episode is where Naira is called into Jungwoo's office, and she thinks, okay, well maybe it's a reconciliation, or maybe it's this and that, maybe she'll get, you know, some kind of an apology from him after all those years of hard work and labor when she supported him during their marriage. But no, that wasn't the case. What happened is that he wanted to just kind of wipe his hands clean of her. Here's a contract that says you're going to take the alimony money that I'm giving you right now, and you're going to get out of my life. Basically, her words thrown back in her face. She's so offended, she's so hurt that she just tears up the contract and throws that in his face. So that didn't really work out as Jungwoo had planned. But what's even worse is that later down the road, her brother, Naira's brother, the kind of mooch and no good older brother that is into gambling and ran off with people's money and all of that. He's kind of a low-life gangster. He kind of takes after the dad who is mooching off of the mom and her hard work. So I could see where Naira and the mom wanted Naira to marry a good man who would just kind of take care of her. Not a fancy life, but just like a nice normal life where she would be a housewife and wouldn't have to like worry about little things like that. So back to the brother. He actually took the alimony money, and then on his way to meet up with her, or you know, spend a little bit more, the men that he stole money from and ran away from years ago, they caught up with him and took the bulk of the $300,000. So basically, he's left with $5,000 of the $300,000. Naira is like so overwhelmed by just the humiliation that her brother took the alimony when she wanted to just kind of leave it as, you know, kind of lording it over Jungwoo. But then he doesn't even have most of the money, so she just cries very bitter tears because I actually felt a lot of pain for her too, because it's like after all that time, after all that like hardship, and then her brother just messes it up. And you know, I was just like, oh, that brother. Ugh. Now we get a real look at Yeojin, and Yeojin is part of the very rich family that supported Jungwoo's don't talk internet text messaging business where it blows up all the way. And so she is kind of like this colder woman, and I actually have been watching it up to episode 4, so not to give too much away, but her character does get a lot more interesting and better, and with a little bit of a twist too. And not only are we introduced to Yeojin, we are introduced to her very cute, very suave, very enigmatic, very elegant, kind of fun younger brother, and he's just adorable. I saw him in Suspicious Housekeeper, so I'm really wondering where this one's gonna go down, what road, because it's a love square with Yeojin's younger brother. They're both super rich. Then we've got Jungwoo, who is now the president of a very successful company. And then we've got the sly, kind of conniving ex-wife, who's really not that bad. I actually really like that character, Naira. She's very cute. She has a lot more pain and suffering that she went through, so you kind of get an understanding of where she's coming from. She's very quick-tempered, which is kind of interesting because she's so cute, but then she flies off at the you know, like anything, even to her roommate. So she stayed at the Jjimjirbang for a little bit. So yeah, so far I'm actually really liking this Korean drama, and so we'll see where it goes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.